What's going on, everybody? It's by Paul Bear. Thank you all so much for checking out another video. And XDefiant, the game that YouTube has killed. Let's get some footage on the go. Is it going to be XDefiant? No, is it hell? It's going to be a good game. We have got some Black Ops Cold War, and yeah, let's have a chat about this one, shall we? So, I remember years ago when XDefiant was just kind of beginning its propaganda. That's the best way to describe XDefiant. It wasn't a hype tour, it wasn't an advertisement tour, it was a propaganda tour, it was a propaganda machine. And we had individuals who were saying, oh yeah, I'm helping work on the game, they hired me to be a consultant. Okay, firstly, no, that's dumb. That's dumb. Okay, so without shitting on people from a great height, let's take Exclusive Ace as a perfect example. I'm sure he's a great guy, never met him in person. I would trust him to tell me everything that I need to know about certain guns, maps, anything to do Call of Duty related, to do with the mechanics of it, to do with the numbers behind it, all the stuff that Drifter used to do, basically. I would trust him with that. Okay, that's what I would trust him with. E. coli, another one, is it E. coli Espresso? I used to watch him a lot, but he talks a lot with saying very, very little, and he could make a 1 minute news thing just drag on for 12 minutes. Fucking impressive talent, and I'm not shitting on him, but I would trust him with that, not this, okay? You know, like, you may trust them with certain aspects of gaming, but you wouldn't trust them to fix your car, okay? So what they may be an expert at is not going to be an expert at game development. They're just going to tell you the things that they like, for one person likes, and then just kind of let everybody else fend for themselves. I was watching an Exclusive Ace video the other day, and it fucking tickled the piss out of me, man. Like I said, God knows, I love the guy, I do. But when he was saying, oh yes, I give them feedback on that, I'm glad they're watching and paying attention, it's like, fucking hell, you think you're very big for your boots, don't you? You certainly do think you're hot shit, sir. But again, fair enough, you've earned it. But again, you'd trust him with something like that. You wouldn't trust him to help make a game, right? That's just dumb. And plus, like, if you take these individuals and you take them for a day out to a game studio, they are gonna suck your dick for that. Alright, and again, I don't care who you are. You'd probably do it too if you were coming through and you thought, oh, new game, what room's gonna make it? It's gonna be a new Call of Duty competitor. Of course I want to go and be a part of this. They're just gonna do it, and they're just gonna say what needs to be said to keep them coming back, regardless of whether the game's good or bad. So yeah, doing that, having YouTubers as a consultant, no, not wise. Not wise whatsoever. Have experts as consultants. Have other developers as consultants. Have people who know what they are doing as consultants. Like, you wouldn't have me come to your party and sing and dance for you, because I can't sing a note and I can't dance for shit. Alright, so I wouldn't be the entertainment as far as that regard. If you were, say, after a tricky football shirt that you couldn't find, I'd definitely be your guy to come to. Alright, we all have different levels of expertise. Having YouTubers as consultants, not that. So that got the red flags waving straight away, and dude, I wanted XDefiant to do well. I wanted to like XDefiant. It served me very fucking well. As it was kind of coming back, and like, I started back in April and XDefiant I think came out in May. So it's kind of like the perfect storm coming together. And when I uploaded XDefiant, views were just, they'd start going up and up and up. But it was shit. Like, TDM didn't come out till what, first season? Like, it's a fucking shooter, and it was just marketed completely wrong. Like, if you market it as a Overwatch competitor, which was more what it was an Overwatch competitor with some little bits of Call of Duty elements, instead of the great Call of Duty taker honor, that we are going to take Call of Duty down a peg or two. We are here to fight for the gamers. No, it wasn't. It was nothing like Call of Duty. It had nothing like the Call of Duty gunplay. It had nothing like the Call of Duty movement. It was nothing like Call of Duty. It had all the things that you didn't like about Call of Duty, like shitty hit detection for a start, and randomly being able to die in one shot, just again, absurdly and randomly, far too often. And it had none of the fun stuff, like kill streaks, or good gunplay, or anything else like that, for that matter. And when you make a game solely off I'm not going to call it a feature, because it's not a feature, but when you make your whole marketing surrounded by something that isn't in the game, like, it's not, look at all the things that we have, here are all the reasons to buy in, because you shouldn't buy it, it's free to play. These are all the reasons to buy into XDefiant. Instead of us, we don't have skill-based matchmaking. Look at the thing that we don't have. Cool, but what do you have? Just we don't have skill-based matchmaking. Yeah, but what? Don't look at the things that we do have, because it isn't fucking much. Trust me. Look at what we don't have. Again, you've made a game of something that isn't there, and that's never good. You know, you spent more time taking shots at other people instead of focusing on what you were doing. So therefore, it was never really going to last very long. I mean, you know, you can imagine it's like somebody is saying who's in a fight in hindsight. Oh yeah, you know, if someone did like that to me, I'd have like punched him square in the face, going, "You fucking what, mate?" And then I knocked him out. Then I'd have teabagged him. Then I'd have pissed on the face, and then I'd have shagged the mum. It was kind of like that guy. All right, it's like, no, you wouldn't. You would have run off crying. Don't fucking give it the big, and now everything's over and done with. And that kind of feels like what XDefiant is. You know, we learned from what Call of Duty did. You didn't, though, did you? Because you didn't take any of the good parts of it and implement it into your game. And there were things in the game that could have been good. I mean, I like the objective modes, and I do like objective modes. But it was a hero shooter with Call of Duty guns. That's all it was, and it was a bang average one as well. Like, if you wanted a hero shooter, Overwatch is still, you know, still reigns supreme. It is still the king of hero shooters. I know that Marvel Rivals has just come out, but I have no interest in playing that whatsoever. If I'm going to play a hero shooter, dude, it's going to be Overwatch. If I want to play a quick arcade shooter, dude, you already know, it's going to be Call of Duty. If I want something a bit more longer and drawn out, kind of the tantric sex of the first-person shooter, I'm going to play Battlefield. Right, and for anything else, there's Destiny. You know, Destiny 2 hasn't gone anywhere. If I want a good looter shooter, I'm playing Destiny, dude, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, it was marketing for one thing, trying to be another, did both of them poorly, and I don't want to see competitors fall by the wayside because that isn't good for anybody, but I do want there to be lessons learned from this, because I bought into it. You know, I'm an idiot. I think I paid for like the first, the Founders Edition, like the 30 quid one or whatever. But I still bought into it. And I'm still kind of feeling like, yeah, you know, I got duped there. So again, lesson learned. You know, you think as you get older that you start, you know, being able to spot a scam quicker. And yet, occasionally you still fall for it, and that's on you. So, not necessarily happy that it's gone away. I can't say I'm surprised either for what it's worth, because the game was an absolute shit show from the get-go. And it is what it is, man. You know, it wasn't one of them games that was too beautiful for this world. It was just an ugly duckling doing its best. But if that ugly duckling hadn't been backed up by its bigger, harder, more handsome brother, then maybe we would have got further. You know, said it's going to have all these things, we're going to do all these things, and then do absolutely sweet fuck all. You kind of reap what you sow in this one, and yeah, you didn't start off on the right foot, you haven't ended on the right foot, and the stupid thing is, nobody's going to miss you. And if you make a game that's that forgettable, that after this video I'm never going to think about XDefiant again, you can't really blame anyone else for that. That's on you. The game wasn't good enough, and it's as simple as that.